Hi, my name is Jessica Dickens, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video, and I just wanted to get it out of the way. And I talked throughout the video. I recorded myself talking, and I found that it's very difficult to do your art and talk at the same time. So I decided to do a voiceover of this little project that we're going to do together, and we're going to make some collage. You can just grab some things from around the house and all you need is some paper, some old birthday cards, holiday cards, thank you cards, greeting cards, and maybe some an envelope. That envelope has some pretty gold foil, so we're going to use some of that. We're going to use piece from an old book, some magazine clippings, some pretty tissue paper. The lime green, it has some silver flecks in there, nice glittery tissue paper. We're going to use Sharpies, and we're going to use a paint pen, paint marker, acrylic paint marker. That's a Posca acrylic paint marker in black. And we're going to use some Sharpies too. Sharpies fade over time because they're alcohol based, but we don't care. We're just playing right now. So, but that's something to keep in mind for the future. And we're going to use a glue stick and some scissors. So wipe off the copy paper really quick and let's get started. So that the card with the words happy on it, just really, I love the way that it's made. I love the colors, and I'm like, I need to incorporate that into my collage. I started making collage back in January. I watched a few, maybe on YouTube, a few videos on YouTube, maybe on Instagram as well, of collage artists. And I really didn't even have, I don't know, something in me decided to try it out because I have been collecting papers, pretty papers. I say wrapping papers, tissue papers if it's pretty. Um, I used to do shows, craft fairs with jewelry, and I would decorate my booth with pretty papers from Jerry's. So I still have those papers. So, and I didn't do anything with them, so I decided to pull them out. And also, you're going to see at the end of this video, my mother passed away over 10 years ago, but while she was alive, we were able to take a wonderful trip to Paris. The best quote that she said from that trip was, Paris was like being inside of a wedding cake. I love that so much. Anyways, uh, but she had a journal or a diary. She brought this beautiful diary and she wrote all kinds of stuff in that diary about that trip. And I had it up on my dresser. And I was looking at it and looking at it. And I pulled it down and I was reading it. And I was like, I love this diary so much. You know what? I'm going to finish it, but I'm going to finish it with collage. I'm going to put my collage inside of this journal so that I can have my mother's words close to me and I can continue into this new creativity, this new art that I was experimenting with. So you're going to see a quick flip through at the end of this video of my mother's diary / my art journal. Yeah, it's really special. And okay, so now we're just gluing stuff down, seeing where things go. You test things out where you might want to lay them down, and if they don't work, you move on. You're not trying to overthink it too much. You're just trying to find a space for the collage paper that you're using. Now, I could fill up the whole page if I wanted to, but this one I just did in a square. I mean, you can use circles, you can use whatever shapes that you want. You can even do it like as if it was a quilt. You can match up your papers and make it resemble a quilt. You can do lots of things with collage. And this is one of those projects, like if you say, oh, I'm not creative, I don't know how to do this, but you have this desire, you have a desire within you want to be creative, you want to try some art, but you've been afraid for some odd reason. You know, someone in your childhood told you that you can't draw or something, so you took that as you're not creative, right? But try this out. It's a low barrier, like I said earlier, and just keep playing. Just keep moving the papers around. You can take tissue paper and you can put marks on it. You can take paper and put marks on it, circles, squares, triangles, hearts, butterflies, whatever you want. Any type of mud cloth, any type of patterns, all types of patterns. You can add that. You can cut those patterns out and shapes out and add them to your collage to give it more texture, more depth. You're going to see that in my mom's diary. You're going to see pieces of different types of papers and whatever that I've put marks on or made patterns with and put it the um, into the collage. Oh, this paper, the words. Is this the part that has the word? There's some words that say, um, and also when you cut out, oh, I glued it down already. The words, the first two words I think on that page are women's empowerment, which I thought was cool. The other thing is that you can become like even you can take parts of poems, right? Beautiful part of a poem and add it to your collage. So you the pages that you rip out of books or words that you use can have significance. It doesn't just have to be for the aesthetics of the letters on the page. It can be because it meant something to you. This glue stick actually dries clear. You can see that it has like that blue coloring, but it actually dries clear. And oh, I see I have my coffee. It's early in the morning. Um, I'm going to talk about this in later videos, how I like to get up early in the morning and do art. And I hope I can inspire you to join me and do the same. I think that would be so much fun. Get an early morning crew together to do art and explore our creativity. I'm going to do some little marks, I think. Posca acrylic markers, they're a little bit pricey. They come in different sizes and all kinds of colors, but they they they're like they have like a matte finish, which I really like. I love matte. So it's not shiny at all, so nice and smooth. Um, Paint markers. I love to use those. And yeah, so I just put some circles because I just wanted some circles there, and I'm gonna take that light blue, pale blue Sharpie, and I'm going to made some lines, and I'm gonna do a little bit more embellishment. And so in a few minutes, you're gonna see my the diary that I was talking about earlier, my art journal that I love so much. And the other thing about collage is the texture that comes with all of those papers that you're laying down, right? And the tissue paper has a certain texture. The magazine has a certain texture, and you can layer. You can even put string. You can lay down some string or yarn that you have into your collage journal, right? And you can add so much texture to what you're working on. So there it is. That's the final of my simple collage. I hope you try it and experiment. And here is isn't that journal, just isn't that diary just so pretty? Just so pretty. And my mother had the most beautiful handwriting. Um, but yeah. So that was my first, this is my first collage. I had some old origami paper and some mark making I did. And that was the first spread I did. And then every day after that, I was doing one page. Sometimes I do two collages. That page with the yet on it, that's when I first had a cohesive, I think, collage layout. I like the mark making. I just put papers down. Some more from my mother's diary. And I really like the spread with the pops of orange and all the layers and just being able to rub your hands over all that beautiful texture. And that this is my one of my favorite ones. I was like, this one this one is good. I like that. And this one, oh, turquoise, and I put some string down in there, and I just, I'm just playing, I'm just enjoying. I just love the whole process of it. Some whales in there. Get to know me, you know that I love whales. That's probably the best spread right there. So that's my mother's diary and my collage journal that I love so much. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.